one thing that I
Right.
think you can that you can hang your hat on is the fact that I think also you're looking at this through the lens of what we've been used to for over the past 5, 6 years,
True. Very
which
true.
is 2 years between episodes, and then we gotta I mean between seasons, and then we gotta figure out what that's not the case here. Season two
Right.
is already wrapped for
Oh, it's Matt?
yeah, they
Hmm.
already wrapped season two. So yeah, and thank you, Kareem, for letting us know that season two but yes, they wrapped season two, which means you won't be waiting 2 years to get season
Right.
two. I don't know when the release date of season two is, but you won't be waiting 2 years for it. So whatever they're gonna do in these last two episodes, as far as like character building, is for characters like Sam who have stood out in the season. This is something for them to build on or build up another character in the same way that Sam has built herself. And also, it looks like Discovery is not off the table of us getting a Saru sighting, Burnham
Mhm.
sighting, you know what I'm saying? Any of those things. They have clearly shown us that when it comes to the universe, the connection is Discovery. Discovery is still relevant in this time period. So
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if a finale shows up. I could see a Burnham pulling up and just being like, okay, so I had to come see what what all the fuss was about, or
Yeah.
pulling up on her girl Tilly, because you know how she feel about Tilly, yo. She don't play about Tilly. She do not play
Yeah.
about Tilly.
Yeah.
So I mean, I again, I cannot say enough for the writing that I'm seeing in some of these episodes, and if it continues this way, they got a lifelong fan with me with Sam. Like I'm going with Sam though. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Right.
at,
Right.
at, at this point, as long as they keep my girl safe, don't we can't have no more episodes where you making me think she's dead and shit. Like I like I don't like when they play with my emotions like that. That makes me feel like you're disrespecting me at this point. You
Well,
starting to play with my top, and I can't take too much more of that, man. Because yeah, this I was ready to burn it all down, man. I was ready to burn it all down. Everybody
speaking
was gonna catch that smoke.
Speaking of burning it all down, let me ask y'all this question. Let me start with you, Zyla. What was your thoughts when when EMH said he wouldn't hold her hand? Like, what went through your head? Like, just tell me, just tell me, blood raw. Like, what was your thoughts for real, for real?
I mean, I was pissed. Of course, I was. It was. But obviously, we could tell it came out of trauma, and I was wondering what trauma it could have been, because we are so with Sam in this moment. She's scared.
Right.
I mean, the whole school is terrified that something has
Yeah.
happened to her, and we feel that too. So for him to not hold her hand was crazy, and you even see the chancellor make a face like, "What the fuck?" Well, sorry,
Mhm.
but like I was thinking, the doctor has been through so much. Like
Yeah.
he has been alive for forever. He's lost multiple crews. Voyager. I didn't see Prodigy, but I know that there's stuff there. I didn't see
Mhm.
all the Prodigy. I've seen some Prodigy. So I was wondering like what the reference was. But that episode, when they referenced it, I remembered. I was like, oh Lord. And
Yeah.
that's how I felt about a lot of Voyager episodes. They start off kind of silly and jaunty, and then by the end you're like, and that one where his daughter died, and
Yeah.
his crew, even Tom Paris was like, you just gonna let her die? You have to go in there. You have to be with her.
Right.
If you really want to know what it's like to be a human, that's what it's like. So that was
Mm.
a very intense episode. So I thought it was very good of the writers to reference that, and him
Yeah.
going through that whole thing again. So you
Yeah.
kind of get it. It
Yeah.
was good. I enjoyed the emotion. It was weighty. I was crying, but it was good.
Yeah, yeah. Did you have that same feeling like Ty? Like I know you, Ty, and I hope I'm not putting you on blast, but I know you haven't had a chance to kind of view all of Voyager, so you may not have caught the reference.